Well, I guess this is live. Um, Honestly, it's been a while in general. Um, actually, real quick. Hey guys, this is Generic President back with another stream, and today I had to do it. Sorry. Um, okay, yeah, this has been a while. And it looks like a lot has changed in OBS regarding YouTube streaming because apparently OBS now has direct support for just now you can just connect your account, connect OBS with like your Google account or something. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure things out. Let me close out a KeyPass XC. Lock all databases so that I don't accidentally reveal my stuff. I wanted to do this on Pure 2, but I just chose this instead because screw it. Two security alerts from Google, it looks, and I'm live on this. It is public. It is scheduled for, well, it's already started, so I want to also access it from my phone, but it doesn't look like I can for whatever reason. This is one of the rare times I actually, oh, now it shows. Okay. Because I need to get chat up, and I don't want to just have to keep on switching between windows. Okay. And it doesn't look like it can pull it. I don't know. I don't really use, oh, finally. I don't really use the, I don't really use the YouTube app. I just use a new pipe. Okay, let's just get started. What the hell am I here for? Oh, I probably better watch my language, cause in case I get banned off YouTube, because I'm under the impression that you even say a word that like kill. I guess I don't know. If you know what I'm trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say. I guess YouTube is a bit more sensitive towards advertisers now. Well, I mean that shouldn't. Oh, this is the wrong project. That shouldn't really impact. I guess this channel. I mean, this channel is kind of stayed small. How many subscribers do I have actually? Do I still have? Oh, it's still have 52 subscribers. All right. Let's get you some video feed. Whoa. I'm back. I guess. So, what are we gonna be doing today? This is something I've done before several years ago. Oh, well, actually, I suppose, let me sign in a code book real quick. What we're going to be doing today is, we're going to be just doing some programming, on Tenacity. Now, I have not made any update video since Tenacity. But long story short, I can't recall if I ever talked about this on this channel, but actually give me a few minutes. Alright. I have everything set up now. So, okay. So, what exactly is gonna be going on now? Oh, I shouldn't try to lay on my seat. I need a new seat. Okay, so a few things of note. One, yeah, just merge this PR. Second, we're gonna be working on the rebase branch, one of the tasks we need to do. Actually, specifically this pull request, because I am trying to add the re-add the Matroska exporter. I'm basically rebasing it so I can work on like the new Tenacity code base. Because, okay, so for context, Tenacity's code base, if you guys remember Tenacity, that's basically modern Tenacity. We just took the Tenacity branding and put it on the Tenacity code base, and we've worked on it. And yeah, I mean, the thing is though, that code base has like diverged quite a little bit from Audacity, and since like for several years. And well, let's try this. So Tenacity was first forked like back in 2021. And since then, I initially had the intention to update the code base based on like the latest version of Audacity. Unfortunately, I gave up after I tried to figure out an issue with FFmpeg, and at the time I didn't know what was going on. Well, I could probably fix that issue though, but I can't exactly quite remember. It was a linking issue with FFmpeg, but you don't really need a link with FFmpeg, I don't think. I don't know. Well, regardless, yeah, so there was a problem with, there was some problem. I chose, not to continue rebasing, and the code bases have since diverged. Audacity has seen, like, some substantial development, over the years, and, long story short, Tenacity became modern Tenacity, and inherited a slightly newer code base, or one that was much more maintained, at least at that point. And basically, regardless though, the code base was still behind in features in comparison to even the latest version of Audacity at that point. So yeah, that does take a toll when you try to backport some features. And so I decided, alright, let's just start fresh with the latest stable version, which is right now of Audacity. We start fresh with the latest stable version of Audacity, so it's like 3.7.3 now. I'm gonna build it real quick. Actually, I'll just do this, like, first off, I use Clang to, VS Codium does actually have, with the right extensions, you have good integration, and it's really well integrated, but one of the reasons why I haven't been so active in Tenacity development, because I'm a maintainer, not necessarily the maintainer, but a maintainer of Tenacity. One of the reasons why I haven't been so active is because I don't really have, like, my laptop unfortunately died back in February. So I've been trying to do things with Tenacity, but like you can only get so far with a dual core machine, and previously I had a 6-core machine. And it's like a downgrade from 12 threads to 4. It's like taking away 8 threads and aging the hardware like an extra several years. Like that machine, it's my mom's laptop that I'm currently using, and it's like 10 years old at this point. 2014 I think was when we first got it. I remember when we first got it. It originally ran Windows 8. I swapped the hard drive because I had a spare Windows install on my laptop's old SSD. Oh, old laptop's SSD, because I upgraded my old laptop with an SSD. And yeah, basically, long story short, my main laptop died. A motherboard, to get a new motherboard would cost about, I want to say, probably $700? Like $700. I don't really have that kind of money right now. I got leftover aid money, but I'm kind of holding on to that as best I can. I seriously gotta like figure out finances and all that. But yeah, so but the reason why you're still seeing this stream anyways, because this isn't my mom's laptop. this is my desktop, and my desktop actually, funny enough, has my laptop's CPU, because my laptop actually had a desktop CPU. So yeah, my laptop is with us here in spirit, I guess. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you what the recent rebase looks like. Mind you, a quick disclaimer, I'm not porting all the themes in the first 1.4 alpha, because I plan to release 1.4 alpha 1, and that's just basically gonna be like fresh when like the rebase is just all done, you know. And then finally, once it's all done, then I'm just gonna like ship the end result. Like, okay, this is the rebase branch. But the reason why I'm not going to port the themes, not just yet, they will be ported for the final release. But the reason why I'm not gonna like bring over the themes just yet that we have is because I plan to rewrite the theme system. Now that's also a bit on hold because, well, I think I have some more priority stuff at the moment regarding this project, as in like mainly the main two things that's just left to do is porting the dynamic compressor and porting the dynamic compressor that we have, and the Matroska exporter. Yeah. Now you might wonder, well, can't you just use FFmpeg? Yeah, you can use FFmpeg for Matroska support, but we explicitly have our own, and there is a reason to use it too. I mean, there's a trade-off between the FFmpeg Matroska support and our native Matroska support. Oh, and about the dynamic compressor, yeah, Audacity technically has one of those, and they got a new one in the most recent release or so, but we also have our own again. Anyways, this is all built and ready to go, so let's launch it. So let's go ahead. I gotta fix the logo. I also gotta get this to build against WX, which is 3.3. I know it doesn't, but I gotta fix like the timer record dialog because that's where it's failing. Okay, so you can see this is an in-progress version. It does use Audacity's default theme. I mean, I didn't do much theme tweaking, but you can kind of see how, at least the toolbars, in my opinion, they actually blend pretty nice, because I got that up and over. But you can see this is Audacity's theme for right now. I am not, again, like I said, I'm not porting out own themes over just yet. I've had a theme rewrite in progress for like, I've had it planned ever since Saucedacity, actually. And it's finally coming to fruition, but it's like almost there, except I might have to go back to the drawing board, because one of the things that concerns me the most with rewriting the theme system is if I decide to drop the old theme system, because it's not really flexible. And sadly, I'm not really up for the maintenance button of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead, my original plan was that I would just ditch the current theme system in its entirety and put a brand new theme system. At the same time, I am afraid that existing themes would not work in Tenacity, or like you can't use Audacity themes in Tenacity. I'm still trying to weigh the pros and cons of like if I should just drop the current theme system, or if I should just also keep it alongside but deprecate it and there's gonna be no new development. Problem is that things are gonna break if we add and remove resources, and the whole point is that we'd be able to do that without breaking themes, because right now if you do that, you're gonna break themes, and I can tell you there are quite a bit of unused resources in Audacity right now, let alone Tenacity. And that's kind of why I wanted to do it. You can see that the play also needs to be modified. I really shouldn't do this, but I can just do it anyways. Don't do this. I'm just doing it anyways. I'm not doing it, using it for serious work. This is like this is like the latest stable. Probably don't expect a Tenacity release this year. My time schedule has changed, but you can kind of see. I don't know if the video will show it, but like if you select and drag, you see how it falls behind. I mean, look, just observe that, right? And then go to here. Look how much smoother that is. I'll give prompts to Upstream for like doing all that and how we're basing off their years of work at this point. Then again, I guess you can say argue. I also have tried to have some years of my few years of work, at least with the theme system. I've had it planned. Whatever. I'm not gonna try to make comparisons. But yeah, thank you, Upstream devs. But yeah, what the hell was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, no. You can see the play cursor. See, I tried enabling this, but the problem is, the problem is that if the way we draw it like we do here, if I enable it in the rebase branch, this just glitches and like it just stays on the screen, you know. So I don't know what the hell happened there, but like I gotta figure this out on how to restore this. Actually, I just want to rewrite the entire track panel at some point. It's gonna be probably more than it's probably gonna be like larger than I can chew or something, but like yeah, I have been trying to also experiment with a rewritten track panel using WX widgets instead of just whatever the hell we currently do, because this is basically a giant bitmap. This is still a giant bitmap. It's really, these buttons are not regular widgets. That's the problem. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's, I kind of don't know about why they did things the way they did. I don't know. We'll figure it out soon enough. But anyways, let's actually get to the current coding stuff. Oh. Yeah, Tenacity now has real-time effects in the rebase branch. But let's get to the Matroska exporter. I already ported the importer, which... Okay, so here's the deal with importing the importing. Well, I guess you could say importing. Here's with porting the Matroska importer. So first off, before anything, importers and exporters in Audacity are now modules. They separated that in modules. They're not actually a part of the program. I mean, they are, but like technically speaking, they're not. They're separated into their own module. So, in fact, if you really wanted to, you could actually go. If you go, edit preferences. This is for Tenacity's rebase branch. I don't know about. Well, we can test it too. I don't know why I got two Audacities. Maybe one was installed via Wine as I was testing things. Edit preferences, modules. Yeah, you can do the same in Audacity vanilla. Okay, so we go to edit preferences, modules. You can see how you can enable or disable these. And granted, if you disable them, you're not gonna be able to use them. But yeah, so they're now actual modules themselves. I'm wondering how we can take advantage of that, but. Yeah, so that's the first thing you should know. Compared to the previous version of Tenacity, where they were not at all like they were just built into the program. And the binary compiled code you would find would be inexecutable itself. Oh, whatever. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so with import plugins, not a whole lot has changed. And when I ported the Matroska importer over, I just was basically like, here's all the code. Let's go. Let's compile this. I know it's gonna throw errors. Let's figure this out, or at least go. Well, okay, that's mostly how I did it. But I also was like, okay, well, let's see what's wrong here. You know, like first off, I added this was Tenacity project previously. I'm not gonna rename that right now. But the main notable change I had to try to figure out was the fact that wave tracks. Okay, I don't exactly understand how the hell Audacity's tracks were structured in prior versions, namely in the old Tenacity codebase. I guess each track object, not wave track factory, but like this is I know I had to modify that struct, but it's like you had each channel, like if you had a wave track object, it actually represented a channel. I didn't really understand it, but I think nowadays it's a bit more better structured and we actually have a proper channel type. Yeah. I don't know. Even to this day, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the Tenacity code base, to be honest. There's a reason why Audacity says, hey, you probably don't want to contribute right now, as the code is going through a lot of restructuring. And let me tell you, working on an audio editor is not easy business. Unless you're solely working on the GUI or front end, but even still, you probably have to get involved in like a few other things anyways. Well, whichever. The overall, regardless of that, that was really nothing to compare to what I have to do with the exporter. I mean, the importer was just... The importer interface itself didn't really change too much throughout the versions as it appeared. I mean, yeah, it changes, of course, but mostly it was actually pretty usable. I mean, there might be some bugs I still have to try to figure out, but I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I don't do too much testing. I try to make some tests to ensure at least it works. It like works in a basic fashion, at least. Like the bare minimum works. Problem is that I don't really have enough time to do testing. If I did have enough time, I would try to test it. But like even then, there's a whole lot of things you like need to test with this program. And if you want to help test things, and do file the bug reports. Like please help and contribute. That's how you can just help out. Is just report the bugs, you know. Alright, with that being said, in contrast, the exporter interface has changed a lot. I mean, let me just launch this. First off, starting in Audacity 3.5, I want to say? I don't know. A more recent version. File, export audio. This is the new exporter. And compared to older versions of Tenacity, again, don't really be doing this. Well, I mean, I guess it's fine if you want to view things, but don't actually be working in a project in one, whatever. Yeah, so in the old exporter interface, was like file, export, blah. But now you actually got this. It's actually just all one now. File, and you can do export other. Import just remains the same though, but you now actually got file, export audio. Is a single dialogue. You got this. That has changed, but I mean that's just a front end. What has changed in the back end? Well, let me take you over to the old code base. Let me also get the. Let me fix. PR title had to be fixed. It's not necessarily CMake related. So if I go to the main branch, which has not seen any updates whatsoever, as it's like read only at this point, like I've just decided I'm not doing any further work on the rebase. Well, I mean on the main branch and just work on this rebase branch. Basically, I'm just focusing on all rebase stuff. But anyways, if I go to source, well, first off, source, export, and then export MKA is the Matroska exporter source. Okay. So this isn't a module. This is actually part of the executable itself. Well, and also, I should go to export.h. So, previously, it was kind of pretty straightforward as to what classes you had. Well, I mean, it was just, you only really had one class. The exporter class isn't it. Actually, I think it's export. Oh, it's in its own separate thing. Yeah, so it's export plugin that basically all the exporters used at that point, or at that time. So export plugin is the class you would derive and create your own like exporter. That was the exporter interface. Then it would like register itself. Tenacity would pick it up like, oh hey, here's this exporter for this format. Let's like, if you chose that, then okay, well, all right, let's go ahead. Nowadays, that's different. I'm pretty sure the interfaces lie like in libraries. I want to say libraries. Lib export. No. I'm gonna need to find. I'm gonna just use this export PCM. So, okay, export plugin. Well, I guess it's export because this is different now. The way the exporter works and everything has changed. But export plugin. Well, I think you still need that, and you still derive from that class, but everything's been moved into like a different class. Export. It's export plugin. You got format info, export exception, export error exception, disk, full error. Oh, it's export processor that really does all the beef of all the. That's really your meat and potatoes right there. This is where everything works. Now, that's where the work is done. Export plugin, which that class still exists, and it's right there. I guess you get some like format info, and then I guess you also have some config handling. It's really just like it's responsible for creating like the actual export processor. Like this is where you create. Basically, what you have is that you have two derived classes. You have export PCM. Well, that's an example. Let me try that again. You have your derivative of export plugin, which is responsible like, hey, it's responsible for handling some of like the format info, doing some config parsing. It looks like I don't exactly know what that's used for, to be honest. I haven't figured that out. Is it even used for anything? Export plugin. Well, that's his definition. That's the default definition. Export plugin, that's declaration definition. I don't know. I might be misusing terms. Yeah, is it even being used by anything? What's this supposed to be used for? I don't know. It might not be used for anything at the current moment, but even this code base is a work in progress, I guess. Oh, funny thing is that I had introduced a JSON dependency because parse config uses like rapid JSON stuff. Well, I was using like JSON CPP for like the new theme system. Now one of the things I have to do is to just go ahead and modify the existing new theme system code so that it uses rapid JSON, which I think I've done, but it still needs work. I've digressed. Okay, so yeah, back to the export stuff. Yeah, so you need an export processor and an export processor and an export plugin. You need derivatives of those, but for all intents and purposes, you need an export processor and an export plugin. The export plugin is just the actual format stuff. Right now, how about let's just do this. First off, okay, export PCM. Get the format info, get format info, mine types, parse config, create options, editor, blah blah blah. So let's actually start with something like this. Oh, what I did now, so previously I actually did have some code I was working on, but I set it aside for a while, and I have since lost track as to what the hell I was doing with it. So yeah, be sure to comment your stuff, okay? That's very important. Okay, so yeah, these are just like utilities, stuff that will be used for the actual exporter. So let's start with the export plugin. I'll just call it the export plugin. And then we're gonna do because I think you have export, yeah, PCM export processor. I'm just looking at the naming conventions for now. Public export plugin. So then what we're going to do is oh, I thought Clang D would be smarter than Awesome, but it's a processor. Oh, it's not processor, it's export plugin. Okay, and that's actually where export plugin yeah. I know this class is not used. Let's take a look at what we need to implement. So, first off, well, you got your constructor and destructor, but I'm gonna also use this as a reference. That's just defaulted. Okay, well, because we don't really do much. It's default. Well, that's virtual. Can I default this, even though it's virtual? Oh, because it's the wrong name. I just put M. Okay, yeah, okay, it looks like I can. So, okay, get format count, int get format count, constant override. We're gonna need this, returns format infrastructure for a given index if it's valid. Format info, get format info, int index, constant override. Create options editor. Oh, that's another thing too, is that there's really just more I mean, the two main classes you're going to need is export plugin, so that Tenacity is aware of it, and the export processor to do the actual processing. Well, the export plugin also does have to handle options because, well, the exporter will have likely various different options like you can select from and all that. So previously, I think you would, I guess, create a window for that or whatever, and use something called shuttle GUI, which is basically basically some helper code to, like a little, I guess, internal helper library, with creating like common stuff with like common tasks. Makes doing stuff with DOX, which is a bit easier. So let's then do not virtual. Editor, create options editor, and format index, options editor, listener, constant override, and then we have you get MIME types depending on the format index, and then attempt to parse a JSON object and produce a suitable set of parameters. Configuration is format dependent. But that doesn't look like it's used by anything. Maybe we can use it for something. I don't know if the upstream devs do plan on using it for something. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. Actually, I'd probably be a bit smarter, just copy and paste. I figure like. I guess my fingers could use the exercise or something. I don't know. That is constant override. And the last two. Bool check file name, direct file name, it's format equals 0, constant override, and then standard unique pointer export processor, create processor int format, constant override. Okay. I'm gonna look strongly towards the PCM, towards the wave exporter. But anyways, let's start with So alright. So this is get format count. I'll also take a look at, say, like maybe the flag. Do we have a flag? Opus should work then, I guess. That was a CMake list of texts. Get format count. Well, I guess it really depends. This is where I go and consult the old code. How many formats did we have? Oh, that's... Well, I mean, for this case, in this case, you got different formats where, you got, and, yeah, I've fallen into the trap of lying down. So, or lying in my chair, whatever. Anyways, so, here, we got, well, I guess it really depends, because on Mac, we label, or we show AIFF as one. I mean, I guess it's the same thing or something. I don't know. Well, excuse me. Sound format AIFF. So I guess there's actually a difference. Okay. Well, I assume we could just, like, this thing only supports one format, so you know what? Oh. Override, we only really support one format, I guess. That's Matroska. Get format info. So, returns the format info structure for a given index if it's valid or default 1. Format info format isn't guaranteed to be unique. Should not exceed the number of formats provided by get format count. Well, it doesn't really, it shouldn't, well, if this, we have like get format info. Where the hell is this coming from? Oh, and then I guess would be depending on... Excuse me. So... that's just that. That's if we have multiple formats. If we just have one, though... you just return... okay, wow. I might have to look to the Opus exporter, actually. So formats, it's a format info struct. So we got, and it's something like, you got Opus files. I guess we can do like maybe MKA Matroska files. Extensions equals .mka .mk. Well, that can actually. Okay, yeah, actually, I got an idea. What's our maximum number of channels? It does support metadata too. Yes, indeed. Alright, I'm just gonna use bare quotes for reasons that I know and feel a little easy to tell about. So we got the format is, I guess we can try MKA or something. Matroska files. This is its own thing. MKA. KV. Extensions. It's number of max channels. I don't exactly know if we really had a number of maximum channels, but I guess I'll limit it. to 255, I guess. I don't really know if there is a maximum, to be honest. I'll have to review more of that a little later, actually. And it can, in fact, metadata. It can has metadata, if you will. Oh, no. I did not realize that was a translatable string. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, if it's a translatable string in Tenacity and Audacity, you do exo. You use the exo macro. Okay, create options editor. We don't have an options editor. Editor objects are used to retrieve a set of export options and configure exporting parameters according to the plugin internal logic. Each option is assigned with an internal index that should not change. So you have the export of, let me actually turn, that's actually one thing. Oops. Yeah, I'll turn that off for now. So, okay. Get options editor, get options count, get option, get value, set value, get, okay, so it's just, excuse me. Okay, so I guess, what we can do, have export options editor. There is no constructor, so I'm curious as to export opus. Oh, that's a plain export options editor that it's using. Oh, we got that. Oh, lib import export. I never saw that actually. Because then there's also plain export options editor, which I don't have info on that. The plain export options editor, we have this. So plain export options editor. What there is, okay, so basically we have these, so editor objects are used to retrieve set of export options and configure exporting parameters according to the plugin internal logic. Each option is assigned with internal index that should not change. As I just read before. Okay. I'm not sure. This just creates a plain export options editor given with the different options, which what you do is you have your options, option description, which you have an option in the config key, I guess, which you have this. Okay, so that's kind of like, here are the options. And then you got sample weights, I guess like for the most basic requirement or something. I don't know why you couldn't just put it in like maybe the regular export options. I don't know. Because this thing, well, it depends. It actually derives, it actually has two. Like, if it's not any other format, basically, then it creates an export options, SF type editor with, listen, I don't really know the difference between these two either. I mean, PCM is a bit of like some interesting case because there's AIFF and then there's also actual plain wave supported. And then there's this one that, again, I honestly don't know why there's these. PCM might just be its own special case. Again, see, make list of text. If I do, let's say here. Well, this has its own options editor also. Export option OGG editor. So, I guess you could just use this if there's nothing special. Well, let's take a look. Maybe we can impact on something visual, perhaps. I'm not entirely too sure. You never know. Generate noise, generate file, export audio. Okay, let's say this is Wave, which you have channels, sample rate, and encoding. If I went to Opus, wait, where's Opus? Oh, Opus files. Well, Opus is quite a bit more. Oh, that's not it. Well, yeah, you can see the options. These are the options, like this. Those are the options. So, okay, and then you have Wave, which we're on Linux. The only thing you have is just encoding. If we go to MP3 files, got bitrate mode and then the quality, and then WavePack files is just, well, WavePack files, I think. I haven't really taken a look into WavePack, to be honest. Has some like hybrid mode though, which I think is interesting. Opus files, MP2 files, version MPEG 1 or MPEG 2 if you really want. Custom FFmpeg export. I think channels and sample rate is just kind of, this is how it goes, you know. That's just kind of universal between all the two. You got bitrate, AC3s, also bitrate, M4A. You got quality instead, which is kilobits per second for M4A. FLAC is bit depth and level. OGG, bitrate mode, quality, other uncompressed files. You got whatever header you want. Apple Core Audio File. Excuse me. Then you got different encoding if you really want. You can change the sample rate. Okay, so like this just has regular encoding. But OGG is kind of interesting how it has its own, I guess, export options editor. Which, well, you do got this, and you got the quality, which is the slider, and you got it from 0 to 10. Boom, boom. But why the need for your own export options editor is what I'm curious about. M quality unscaled is standard. Get if this. Get options count.
Configure exporting parameters according to the plugin internal logic. Each option is assigned with an internal. Okay, yeah. So this is basically, I guess, if you need, I guess if there's any special way of accessing it. I don't exactly know. Because you have like get options count, get option. And you got like that's just your base class, but also you got like a plain version as well. Which it seems like I guess the Opus export plugin uses. But with this you just give it the options and the listener. The Opus has quite a few things. I mean, you got your options too. You got your bitrate, quality, frame duration, VBR mode, optimized for what, and you cut off if you want to cut off. And of course, you can export. You can even do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So ultimately. I don't know. This is interesting. I don't exactly know why you'd want a full editor just for a singular option, it looks like. Maybe it's more efficient, I guess. Because you're disregarding this. You just get option. Here's the quality, you know. Like, this is the option. There you have it, basically, and that's okay. I guess. Not entirely sure, to be honest.
But I guess for now we could just use a plain export options editor, and I'll take a look at it if there's really any other difference. Then I guess, you know. I'm gonna just copy this type. Those are utilities. I'll just put all that related stuff there, like options and info. KA options, which this is, I think, going to be similar. Let's do that. Minimize some of that just to make scrolling a bit easier. Alright, this is now where we can sort out the old plugin logic. Mind you, I don't intend to rewrite the entire exporter. I'm just gonna, I think what we're gonna try first is the exporter, you know. Except, well, here's the thing. At the end of the file, you have a registered plugin like this. So we have static export plugin registry, registered plugin s registered. That's basically the convention of it. We got, I guess, what was it, MKA before or something like that? How was it before? Oh, Matroska. That's the alternate I was thinking, and I think it was correct. You got Matroska, and then you have Lambda here that simply turn. Oh no, just return a null. Oh well, no, not null pointer. We actually want to register the export plugin, make unique, export MKA, blah blah blah, boom. Oh, and of course I made a typo. That poly should be in memory. The header, that is, not anything else. Export plugin registry, I think, is also where that belongs. And bada bing, bada boom. Wait, what? Or maybe I guess it is not memory, it's actually unique pointer. So we have unique, well, not unique pointer. I mean, it is it should be memory. to Y, isn't it? Oh. That was one issue. Oh, private constructor. Oh, because I forgot the access specifier. I forgot that this entire time. Everything would have had, like, protected inheritance, or protected.
It would have been all inherited as protected, not public. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. For now, return null pointer. Oh, let's do this. I'll just make that a fixed move for now. We're just gonna work and focus on the Matroska exporter. I probably might not really want to have that, but you know what? Just for testing purposes, in the final command, I'm probably just gonna comment that out and just say, "Hey, wait until we got the export processor done," you know? Because I think I'm probably gonna do all this from scratch or something like that. I don't know. We can, in fact, metadata. Matroska. Okay. Where were we? Get mime types. Get format info. Oh yeah, we were on this. Create options editor. So what we do is. Actually, I think that could just be another return statement or whatever. So what we just do, yeah, that's exactly actually where. Wait, what? Oh, you know what? I guess that's the where we created the options or whatever. And then transfer data to, well, you got the MKA format. You mainly got the format choice, which I would want to select the bit depth preference, I guess, instead. Or, well, you got that and then keep labels. So what would we want with that now? So we got. Oh, I was talking about this too. Okay, so then we got the first options. Okay, well, yeah, okay. So it's the type num. So we can do something like this. Well, go export option, mask range enum. And names, text to be displayed. Okay, so then what we can do in this particular case. I think that's just going to be one option for right now, basically. Is oh, and I guess you have IDs. Well, do we have any IDs? I don't think we do. Okay. So option format ID. It's basically the only one we're gonna have. So then we're gonna do option format ID. So we got, that's gonna be format. Default value. What is the default value actually? You could set the default as PCM or something, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's take a look at this. Don't show that again at startup. Generate noise. Okay. File. Export as Matroska. Sure, it's not gonna be there anyways. Well, the first option seems to be set, so let's just do PCM. That gonna be the default option. This 16-bit PCM. So, alright, default value is going to be, well, we don't even have the values yet. Default value, export option, type enum, and then we got values, and then names. Well, it shouldn't really matter the type of this, I don't think. Because otherwise, we're just going to do this. Bada beam, bada boom. Yeah, you might wonder, why are you using... I'll move the WXTO on it. We might need it actually, but we'll worry about that later. Now you might wonder, why is it all numbers and strings? I don't know, maybe... Oops. That's how it was. I don't really think it should matter too much. And the names, this thingamabobber. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. So, then that should be that. And then we'll have one more option. Oh, config key. That's the config key. You have your config key, bet. And then what we do, we then have the other option as so this is values, that's names and config key, that's an option. Another option. And then what we can do is the default value. 16. Okay. There's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, unless I accidentally have to use WXT, but we shall see. Let's see. So, option do I have this nested wrong or something? That's the option. Expected that after enum. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's in here. Let's
instead. I think it might actually belong in here. Whoops. So, okay, because we got first, then you got option, config key. Then you got this, which I'm not done with, option, and then config key. Okay, so then mka option keep labels ID. So what we do, ka option keep labels ID, keep labels, keep labels. Default value is, well, it looks like it's true, so you know what, let's do true. Let's go back to export options. Maybe it actually isn't there. Oh, it is. Let's go to export options. Export option. Because, like, what would be for a check? So we got the ID, title, default value. Flags is export option. Default, no special flags. Well, one they'll also like. Let me double check something. Oh, that's not gonna. No. That will not build. Let's run this. Boom. Generate tone show file. Okay, so because I keep forgetting, because there should be check marks here, shouldn't there be? Yeah, hybrid mode. That's in Wave Pack. Let's check out that one. Because this mask range. Why am I a little tired? I might be a bit tired. Wave Pack. Export Wave Pack. Hybrid mode. Oh, well. I guess you don't really need any flags. You just got the default and there you go. Okay. There you have it. Okay, so that should all be the entirety of the options. I don't know why this thing then is still complaining. Cause say here, got 1, 2, the actual option info, 1, 2, actual option info. Names. And you got that, then config key. Excuse me. So then you got option. You got the values and then you got names. Config keys that. Okay, so then. Yeah, no, I don't exactly know. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Expected. Where am I missing a semicolon? Am I missing something? I might very well be. Looks like there are 2 issues actually. Close out that for now. Got an email real quick. Let me read this. Might be a bit important actually. Cool. Alright. Okay. Good email. Actually 2 emails. Not much to say though. Okay. But I'm still trying to figure out Clang. What do you mean I need a semicolon? Unless Clang. Where am I missing a semicolon? Where is the semicolon? Oh, let's just build this just to see for the sake of it. Why not? Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Okay, yeah, I know this is not gonna work still. Because it's not yet finished. Okay, I was just trying to figure it out for the longest time. And it was right in front of me. Wow. Okay. Export options editor. Return standard make unique. Plain export options editor. Option description? Or is it just... No, I think we could just do that. Let's just do this. Okay, options. I don't exactly know why we'd want a sample wait list. Just following along with the Opus exporter and seeing what we can do. File export audio. If we go to Opus, got a sample wait. Wait, can I actually just go ahead? Do I really need it? Can I just say here's the options and then we don't have a listener or whatever? Oh, well, no, we could just do that actually. Here's a listener. Just for now, just for right now, just for right now. Oh, that's out of date. Make sure I'm using claim, delete cache, and reconfigure. Yeah, it's using claim 20. Nice. Just because I'm a bit paranoid. I know this is not gonna work. Okay, cool. Basically banging my head at this point, but it's not marked override. Do override, and then... Oh, it's done? Wait, we didn't even implement this yet, though. No, that's... Okay, I'm actually surprised it compiled. Yeah, we still needed... We barely just got past this. And I need to do get mime types. Let's research what the mime types are. This is rather pretty trivial stuff in writing this.
So I don't even know why I'm needing a reference. This is basically this. Okay, not octet stream. New. Media types. Nice. So we could do a video. Well, we don't suppose there was. I'm actually just gonna leave that one out of it, actually. Because we don't really deal with video, we just deal with the audio bit. Or maybe leave it in there. You know what? I'll just grab it from Wikipedia. There we go. Matroska. Also Matroska, and then Matroska 3D. You know what? Actually, no. I'll just leave it out for right now. So there we have it. So get mime types. I don't know why I keep removing override, but constant override. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. It's cool. All right. So get mime types. Pause config. I don't exactly know what the hell. I don't even think it's being used, to be honest. I mean, maybe we can include that in scripting? Okay, because we got, say, this. That doesn't even handle anything. Oh, no. Oh, that's actually, no, you don't need to override that then. Okay, I guess. Let's export plugin. New. Okay, so they all, like, do... Depends, I guess. Export PCM, pause config. No parameters available. Not via JSON? Oh, well, no, it will actually build in one at this point, which I'm unable to load the mod MKA module. Inappropriate IO control for the what? Some IO error, basically, I assume. I don't know why it failed that hard. Yeah, I don't know exactly why it failed that hard. Modules. It failed. Enable it. Let's try it again. Actually, wait. Now let's debug and just kind of see what's happening or whatever, I guess. Actually, no, I'm not going to debug it. Boop. Stop. Nah, okay, well, interesting. Because we do have defined module entries, alright? Huh, interesting. Oh well, very interesting that we are getting said thing. This is basically no different. What I had wanted to do though was like, which, I don't care about that arrow. Discard, yeah, don't show that again. File, clear, file, edit. Oh no, it's, let's do this first. Okay, export audio. You have parameters. I mean, there's the encoding at least. Like, how the hell are there no parameters or something? And if we're talking about like MP3, like no parameters available for wave. Otherwise, just what? That's. I wonder if what it could actually be useful. What it could be used for, or whatever. Yeah, very interesting. Alright, so let's see. I'm going back to here because we got Wavepack. Wavepack is implemented. This, or like, it has options. This has options. This also has options. But why doesn't PCM? Like, okay, wait a minute. Let's go in MP3. Then... Okay, so let's say I want to export this as an MP3. Mode I assume is... Let's go back to over here actually. Just like that. So if it has mode, alright, so then the mode is... Oh, it needs to have all of these then, okay. Otherwise, nope. So, okay, the requirements for the MP3 exporter for parse config is that you need to have mode. So, okay, it can look something like this. You're gonna need like mode. I don't exactly know why. I actually let's do this instead. So, well, we got mode. This needs to be a string, and then you need to have, I think, quality. Quality. I think that is probably an enum. But for now, if it has mode, if it's not a string, okay, it needs to be a string, and the value is whatever it is. So. It needs to be. Oh, it can be set variable average. So it can either be one of these values. Let's say set quality. I think needs to be a number, and I think this has to be. This is basically a number, I think. Let's say in that case it's a preset, and it needs to be between 0 and 3, inclusive. So it's between 0 and 3 inclusive. So for the presets, I guess. So let's say this is all okay. Quality mode is CBR standard fine. Well, let's just say then you got the quality mode, which is I guess supposed to be, because you got preset, average, and then you can choose. But we did preset. And I guess 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's basically actually an index. If it's preset, it's actually the index of like one of the presets you got here. If it's variable, then you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 0 through 9. And then if it's average, and basically not in between any one of these, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's fine from first to last in fixed rate values. Find this quality, and or you stop here if this quality is equal to n. So basically, if it's in this list, okay, so it's got to be then a value from from this select list. If it's average and if it's constant, same thing basically. It's just got to be. Wait, then you can just simplify this. Kind of add that condition right there because it's got to be in the same list anyways. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same code, yeah. You just deduplicate that, I guess. And if the quality mode is either average or constant quality, then there you go. Well, I mean, that's just the check, and then otherwise it's just pushed back because, alright, it's not valid. But let's say this is set to 0. That's gonna be valid. And then that's it. That's it. I guess this could be used for automation or something. So, the MP3 exporter config, via JSON could look something like this. I suppose, we can work on that, actually. That shouldn't be fixing, that should be to do. To do, implement, config, parser. I don't understand why the wave, or why the PCM exporter, why the wave exporter doesn't have any parameters, why it doesn't have any config to parse, or like why it doesn't have any config options available via JSON or something. Don't know. For now it's just actually, because this is optional. Implement config parser, check name. Listen, check file name. Oh, check file name actually. Okay, so what does this do by default? Oh, it just says, oh, it's okay. But check file name. Check file name. Oh. It's not even overwritten. And I also assume only for MP3, FFmpeg, and the default. Are you kidding me? You're overriding this for. You could just remove that. You don't need to override that. Alright, this thing, check file name, show locate FFmpeg. Oh. What? That's what it shows it? Dude, but for this MP3 exporter, why do you have it? Dude, it's the same. What? This is okay. Tell me that by default this thing returns true, and if I go to the export MP3, it also returns true. It's doing the same thing. Okay, so we don't actually need to implement that either. Okay, so it really turns out that the only two things we really need to implement is just to create the processor, because, well, we still need the processor, of course, to be created. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty easy. Problem is that, well, I'm a bit lazy. I'm not gonna implement the config at the moment. This is just like bare bones. This gets it working. Yeah, so it actually, so that bit has been implemented. You don't really need to do much. The actual meat and potatoes is in the export processor. Which I guess we can get started on in a bit. But, well, you have watched me for like over 1.5 hours in, just trying to figure out all this. Yeah, it takes a while, I guess, you know what. Do we get these errors? I might want to debug. Oh no, it's fixed. I do kind of want to know if it'll actually show up. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. This is where it's gonna seg fault. Well, if it's not proper, if it's not properly done, I guess. This is where it could seg fault. Screw it. Screw it. Oh. Okay, but to be fair, that shouldn't be. Create processor shouldn't be returning null. You know what? I can fix that, but I mean, this is. If you try to export, it's actually gonna crash. It's kind of intentional because I don't have that processor implemented. But this is good enough to commit. It's an in-progress thing, anyways. Alright, This implements a dummy export process, dummy export plugin that does not feature proper config parsing and creates a null export processor. I mean, that's in progress. Just call them miscellaneous, actually. Oh, wow. Oh, that's just that. Nice. Alright, so we got the export plugin, and then... Okay, cool. So we got that implemented. That's good. I figured that rather than trying to really hack away at this all in one bit, you know, that I just basically do it one at a time, you know, figure out what needs to be done and then just do it like, say, one class at a time or like one step at a time, you know. Because otherwise, if I just try to do it in one full go, not only do you got a big commit, but also it's just I forget what I do, you know? And yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna continue with this. Well, actually, yeah, I'll set that aside for right now. Oh, most important thing is that I gotta push. We gotta push. And it worked. Alright. And it's surprisingly built, actually. In that meantime, let's, I'm gonna play some Unvanquished. I have not really tried this in a long time. Oh, let me actually, let me see if let's see. Bear with me here for a second as I try to figure out how the hell to plug in my headphones, because I don't want to have to use my monitor. I got basic headphones that I really need to get some new headphones for. Headphones to like fix my old ones, because the other ones work fine. It's just one, I guess it kind of broke. I don't know. Yeah. You can hear the audio. I can't hear anything, unfortunately, but like, oh, I probably need to adjust some settings first. If I, analog state. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can hear it. Now you can hear it. If I can't hear it, you can't. And if I can't, I am very rusty on this. Oh! Well, let's actually do a local game, because I don't want to be just doing anything else. I kind of do like thunder, actually. Alright, so, let's see. I'm gonna join humans, of course, but we gotta add some. Alright, let's go. How the hell? There we go, okay. So, I don't exactly know the best strategies or whatever, like on Vanquish or whatever. And I don't know if like bots have improved or anything. I hear that there's supposed to be some bot improvements. Like, first thing is that just have build some turrets up, just kind of build up our defenses and all that stuff. And I need to get like, what the hell have one like. I don't think I'm necessarily. I'm probably just gonna be only good against bots and not actual real players. Wait, are there people on the alien team? Okay, so it's like 6. Okay. What? Right, well, this is just. I mean, it's been a while since I've tried to play Vanquish. I mean, now I suck. That means the bots are gotten better, but. Well, it depends also on the bot difficulty, actually. Suppose. Oh. No. Okay, that did not go well. Well, I just wasted like 10 DP right there. Well, if I guess what if I do? Hold him out. Just hold him out for just something like that, and then we should have enough. Just gotta go, because now we can have people that can spawn and kind of push. I mean, that's my reasoning behind that. Okay, so now we've, okay, now we're getting something here. Wait. Okay, and then let's just go ahead. Small minor detail, so it's. I think for the longest time I had a bound cave. Give me a second. Okay, now we have. Oh, that's actually right. You know what we can do? Well, we just have to like push against. This is where they feel. The thing about reloading is that you waste ammo when you reload. I don't know if that's supposed to be something intentional or looks like this is doing good now. Doing better. We got actually like oh wow. Now curious if when the bots notice something. Because this actually makes for a great hideout. If I get people to spawn up here, then boom, boom, boom. Like, what I'm gonna do, I think if we can get more people out, we can get spawned here that can defend, then better, and I can move away, you know. I need to have also actually really good. Alright, this is good, this is good. So we have a rocket pod, which I want to build up there. If I could just do something like, I don't know if it's what. It's been, at least this is like only 8 credits. And then oh no. This thing. Then I guess what we can do is have like several outposts. Alright, I'll choose this thing. The thing is, though, bots don't really build. If they were to build, then that would be much more challenging. Like, then these bots don't even jump while dead that one goes, but like, you know, aliens do have an advantage over humans. I think. Full budget of 230 BP is available. Oh, now we got medium armor. 5 grenades. Sad. Do this. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Previously, robots would be using jetpacks, but okay, that's I think. Nice. Yeah, because often, the one thing I know is that, I think the best combo is you have the pulse rifle, medium armor, and a jetpack. You don't want to just have heavy armor with, like, say, Lucifer or whatever, because if you do so, well, I mean, you're not going to be as mobile, and that's more for base destruction. It's more for, like, towards the end, when it's basically the ones. You're the most mobile with this one. Oh, okay, I barely have damage. even build. I've seen boss a bit like play as a or whatever, but like they don't build. Well, it's not that I recall. Oh, I think other great outposts would be. This is a very good spot for an outpost. Basically the end, I think. I mean, we have momentum, a good amount of momentum, and I think we'll probably outpace the other team. Good amount. Let's see. Okay, because like what we can do, we gotta be careful that and what we can do is that we can and then what we go to do, what if like we can get, if we have some here, then that means we can get like people pushing against the wall lines and just fighting against them as I build the base. And, I might try.
Come on!
Gotta move this. Gotta. This. And I can build up here, I forgot. There we go. Launch rockets, you know what? Let's set some up here as well. Also got to get some on the ground as well, I think. Let's get this. I mean, I could be completely doing this wrong. Oh, and with that being said, I feel like it would be safe to get rid of an outpost. Or maybe not, because, like, the thing is that, I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, I guess at a certain point, maybe, but like, here, let's get rid of this. It's all, like, demolition. So that we get some build points back, you know. Oh, well, that's not really a whole lot. But, well, no one's spawning them anymore. Now what we can do is, you know. We can finally just go ahead, dedicate those resources more to the other. So, add another turret. What? Now what we can do? See, that's working quite well, isn't it? No, that's not fun. Oh, we find another spot to build this. This should be okay, now I think we should probably just go ahead and fight. I don't know, I'd have to do, like, more things. Oh, the thing is that the bug automatically goes to, like, higher this is also good for base destruction as well. Oh, well, you need more. Definitely the long goal. But I kind of do like this one. It feels like it might be. You know, I guess I could do. Oh god, no. I should say be fine, and others are just kind of. Okay, I gotta go back. Sometimes it's more of these bots that kind of interfere with what I'm trying to do. Hey, you know what? We can probably try to move a bit closer, but. I don't know, they're like other places we can suddenly move. Granted, I think we probably have the upkeep. We can probably move, but I'm just probably gonna have to place. But if we stagnate, then we just stagnate. But I think we should. Do I suck at aiming? Yes. Well, granted. Oh, no. I'm gonna die. See how like this should be pretty good for like the defense budget. Yeah, full left. Except, I want to be able to tow it instead. Let me build like 4 of them. Dude. Okay, well, now we can start to push out. Start to push forward a bit more. While we can move outputs over here. You know what? That'd actually be great. Yeah, I think it probably. So that's a decent amount of build points. Previously, what we had. So, once that's finished building. Yeah, we actually. We could actually build like another turret or something. Really push forward, actually. Yeah, so we actually gained 10. I didn't expect to gain that much. I don't also understand like the scanning does ever work. Don't know any other point of entry. Just have to continue to push on. I guess we probably should do something, but you know what? I'm gonna just use this actually. I can suddenly use a fire grenade, but I'm not gonna do that. Done so before. We can actually probably have an outpost here. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. as it can go. I think we're just about... Alright, we gotta go. The thing with aliens is that they can actually heal themselves. Oh yeah, you can fall. I am lucky to have survived that. Like, no, you actually, I think, need a jetpack here. Okay, and knowing what I just done, I think we're probably gonna need to install more turrets. Probably have to move some things, you know what? Okay, let's get out of here. If people, if the aliens start going through there, uh-oh. Where the hell? Here we go. Hi. Sometimes it can be a bit long. I think I'd probably be losing that if I was against an actual player. What the? Are you kidding? Wait, did we advance further, or am I just going the wrong way? Oh, I think I can just... Oh. No, we can... This is another thing about bots, is that... I would always use them to Oh god. Oh, I don't have a Where did it even come from? Oh. Yeah, no, I need some more grenades. Well, the one thing about energy weapons, is that if you have an energy weapon, you just need a reactor to really like recharge it. Alright, cool. This isn't really working all that well too much. Shall I go? Or whatever. SMG. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see how much it is. Okay, because I got a okay, wow. Not active menu. Really? Oh. But like they're now all attacking, I guess. I didn't realize there was a bot tactic, man. I thought I fired. Did I not fire the? Okay, so we have a bit of an issue here. Battle suit, grenade. Okay, I'm actually... Oh no, I'm losing credits. Oh, that's just a regular grenade. Let's do the fire grenade. Now we got. Looks like the aliens have finally evolved more. We now. Oh, and default tactic. Because I think that all they were doing was just holding or whatever. I thought I had the grenade. Okay, cool. This is good. So I think just do this. Cool. So I think I dealt some good base damage, but it sounds like they actually got poison now? Is it finally... How is it that the aliens have finally evolved? Did we just take real long? I'm gonna have to come back with a flamethrower or something. Oh, okay. Sorry. Flamethrower. G is what I was doing F. Even though I didn't have a matrix. Try this again and do some no base damage. That's the main goal. It's just to like push. Oh, by the way. Oh, my bad. Attack. Push through at all costs. Alright, let's do it again. Oh, I need to get a few bit of points first. I should have done a whole number on it. You would have gained. Yeah, let's try to push through again. I'm just brute forcing it at this point. That might be a bad idea, but like we're all doing this. Like this live stream. That's over 2 hours. Wow. Well, maybe I'll do another one of these next time. That'll be the whole meat and potatoes of it, really. Excuse me. Yeah, to anyone who might have come out, or if you're watching this, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.